Hello, esteemed gentlemen. Nowadays, many people still believe that to maintain testosterone after the age of 60, there are only two options: taking medication or doing intense exercise. But what if I told you, besides those two ways, there is still a third solution, simpler, gentler, and much safer? The truth is that just with a bottle of castor oil and oil that almost every household has, it can become a companion to help men regain stamina and performance with only a few minutes of lower abdominal massage each day. According to statistics from the National Institutes of Health, (NI), more than 70% of men over 60 face severe testosterone decline, leading to fatigue, loss of confidence, increased risk of heart disease, osteoporosis, and many other health issues in old age. This is also the reason why natural solutions that support circulation and hormonal balance, such as massage with castor oil, are increasingly seen as a useful approach to improving vitality and quality of life in older men. And today, I, Dr. Murray, want to share with you a massage method using castor oil. This method has been researched for its ability to promote circulation, support hormonal balance, and thereby improve testosterone in men. Especially in the first part, I will reveal a concerning truth: how fast testosterone declines in men after 60, and why this is the reason many gentlemen gradually lose their masculine strength. But before we begin, let me get to know you. Where are you watching this video from? Don't hesitate to share it in the comments below. I will be very happy to know that I am accompanied by gentlemen from all over the world. So without further delay, let's move on to the very first part. Part 1: Testosterone and the natural decline after age 60. When reaching the age of 60, the male body must face an undeniable fact. Testosterone, the key hormone that determines strength, energy, and masculine performance, is no longer maintained as abundantly as before. Studies show that this decline already begins after the age of 40, at an average rate of about 1% per year. By the age of 60-70, the amount of testosterone in the body can be reduced by 30-40%. The consequences of hormone deficiency are not limited to sexual health. It causes muscles to shrink, belly fat to accumulate more, memory and concentration to decline, while men constantly feel tired and lose interest both at work and in family life. This is also the reason why many gentlemen, though appearing healthy on the outside, gradually lose their inherent self-confidence. What is worrying is that most people often think this is just the natural rule of aging and cannot be reversed. But in reality, much scientific evidence shows that through proper nutrition, regular exercise, and natural therapies, testosterone levels can indeed be improved. From there, men can still maintain health and strength even at an older age. One of the simplest methods, easy to practice at home and little expected, is using castor oil to massage the lower abdomen. So what makes this oil capable of affecting male hormones? We will find out right after this. My dear friend, if you are still following up to this point, I am very glad to know that you truly care about your health. Please leave the number 1 in the comments below so that I know you are still here with me. Part 2: Castor oil and its mechanism of action on testosterone. Castor oil, also known as Th1EA7UD1EA7U, has long been familiar in traditional medicine as well as in the field of natural health care. The highlight of this oil lies in its ricinoleic acid content, accounting for more than 85% of its composition, and has been scientifically recognized with many remarkable effects. When applied and massaged on the lower abdomen, castor oil creates two important effects. First, it promotes blood circulation, thereby indirectly nourishing the testicles and adrenal glands, two organs that play a central role in testosterone production. Second, ricinoleic acid has strong antioxidant properties, helping to protect cells from free radical damage, while supporting stable endocrine activity. Not stopping there, the process of massage with castor oil also helps relax the nervous system and reduce stress. This is a very important factor, because prolonged stress is a common cause of strong testosterone suppression. In other words, castor oil not only brings physical effects locally on the skin and blood vessels, but also provides indirect benefits through the neuroendocrine system. After understanding this mechanism, the next thing you will certainly want to know is: how long and how many minutes per day should castor oil be used to achieve optimal and safe results? All of this will be explained in detail in the next part. Part 3: How to effectively use castor oil on the lower abdomen. For castor oil to maximize its effect, simply applying the oil carelessly is not enough. Using it correctly plays an equally important role, as it determines the absorption of nutrients and safety when applied. Experts recommend that this process should be carried out step by step. Step 1: Prepare about 1-2 tablespoons of pure castor oil. Before applying, you can warm the oil by soaking the bottle in hot water for a few minutes or rubbing it in your palms. Step 2: Apply the oil to the lower abdomen, including the area around the navel, the pelvic region, and above the pubic bone. This is the area directly connected to the blood vessels that lead to the reproductive organs. Step 3. Massage gently in circular motions for about 10–15 minutes. This action not only helps the oil penetrate deeper but also promotes blood circulation effectively. Step 4. Optional, to enhance the effect. You can place a warm towel or a light heating pad on the massaged area for about 20 minutes. The warm temperature helps open pores and allows the oil to penetrate more easily into the tissue under the skin. If this habit is maintained daily or at least 3–4 times per week, you will notice clear changes. The body becomes more relaxed, sleep becomes easier, and masculine vitality gradually returns. At first, you may think that just a few minutes of massage each day is not enough to make a difference. But when it becomes a long-term habit, the results truly go beyond expectations. And in the next part, I will reveal specific benefits that will surprise many gentlemen. If you are still watching up to this point, thank you for patiently listening. That really means a lot to me. Please leave the number 3 in the comments below so that I know I am not speaking alone. Part 4. The scientific benefits of using castor oil correctly. When used correctly and consistently, castor oil brings men more benefits than we usually think. This is not just a familiar skincare oil, but also a positive tool to support circulation, hormones, and overall health. First of all, blood circulation in the lower abdomen is significantly improved, helping the reproductive organs receive enough oxygen and essential nutrients. Thanks to this, the process of testosterone production takes place more smoothly. This is the foundation for men to maintain energy, excitement, and performance even as they age. Next, castor oil contains compounds with strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, helping to limit cell damage and support the body to regulate hormones more effectively. When inflammation is under control, the activity of the reproductive system also becomes more efficient. Not only that, massaging with castor oil also helps relieve nervous tension, improve sleep quality, and reduce stress. This is an indirect but extremely important factor, because prolonged stress is always considered the dangerous enemy of testosterone. In addition, many men have shared that they feel better muscle flexibility, and their lower back and hips become lighter and more comfortable thanks to the warming effect and circulation stimulation from this oil. However, for this method to be both safe and effective in the long term, there are still important principles that must be followed. And that will be the content we will analyze more carefully in the next part. Part 5. Safety principles when using castor oil. There is no method that is absolutely suitable for everyone. Each body has different health conditions, sensitivity, and adaptability. Therefore, before using castor oil as a way to support testosterone, men need to understand the basic safety principles. First principle: castor oil should only be used externally on the skin, and absolutely not taken orally for this purpose. When applying, avoid areas of skin with scratches or inflammation to reduce the risk of irritation and infection. Second principle: people with severe liver or kidney disease or metabolic disorders should consult a doctor before applying. In some sensitive cases, castor oil can still cause unwanted reactions. Third principle: use at a reasonable frequency, about 3–4 times per week. Overuse or applying too much at once does not increase effectiveness. On the contrary, it may cause the skin to become greasy or clog pores. In addition, castor oil only plays a supportive role. A healthy lifestyle with proper nutrition, enough sleep, and regular exercise is the real foundation for testosterone to remain stable in the long term. After understanding these precautions, the question is, if castor oil is maintained regularly over time, how will the body change? The answer will be in the next part. Part 6. Positive changes when being consistent with castor oil. The key point of castor oil does not lie in trying it a few times, but in consistent use to make it part of your daily habit. Just like any other natural method, real effectiveness only appears when the body is trained and gradually adapts over time. When consistently massaging the lower abdomen with castor oil, men will feel a more stable flow of energy, and fatigue will be significantly reduced. Because when testosterone improves, muscles become firmer, belly fat decreases, and resilience returns. Not only limited to the body, many studies also show that increasing testosterone positively affects mood and confidence. Gentlemen who maintain this habit often have deeper sleep, feel more relaxed, and can easily regain inspiration in both work and family life. Another commonly reported benefit is the reduction of stiffness in the hips and lower back, helping movements become more flexible and lighter in daily activities. This is an indirect value but very precious for older men. However, for these benefits not only to last in the short term but also to be sustainable in the long run, combining castor oil with other supportive habits is essential. So what habits can accompany it to help testosterone remain stable and men's health after 60 be strengthened comprehensively? We will find out in the next part. Part 7. Supporting habits to help testosterone remain stable. Castor oil can bring significant benefits, but for testosterone to truly remain sustainable, men need a holistic lifestyle. This is why experts often emphasize, castor oil should only be considered one piece of the men's health care strategy. Nutrition is the first foundation. A diet rich in vegetables, whole grains, omega-3 rich fish, and nuts will provide zinc, magnesium, and many essential micronutrients for male hormone production. On the contrary, processed foods, fried dishes, and alcohol should be limited, as they increase inflammation and hinder testosterone. Next is physical activity. Gentle resistance exercises such as lifting small weights, brisk walking, or yoga not only increase muscle mass and improve circulation, but also help reduce belly fat, all contributing to maintaining testosterone at a stable level. Finally, sleep and stress management play an indispensable role. Studies show that prolonged lack of sleep or chronic stress can reduce testosterone by up to 20–30%. Just small habits like sleeping on time, deep breathing, or meditating for 10 minutes a day can help hormones recover better. When castor oil is combined with these habits, the effectiveness will be multiplied many times. But how can all of these practices become a natural part of life without interruption? We will answer this in the next part. Part 8: Turning habits into a sustainable lifestyle. A small change only truly has meaning when it is maintained long enough to become a habit. This is true in every aspect of health, and the use of castor oil or testosterone-supporting habits is no exception. At the beginning, you may see it as just an additional task in your daily routine. But after repeated practice, the body will gradually adapt. Blood circulation improves, sleep becomes easier, energy and desire return. At that time, the small action has become a natural part of life. A useful tip is to connect the new habit with a familiar activity. For example, every night before bed, you spend 10 minutes massaging the lower abdomen with castor oil, combined with listening to relaxing music. This repetition makes it easier to maintain without feeling forced. In addition, the companionship of your partner or family member is also a great source of motivation, turning healthcare into a bond of affection and spirit. My dear friend, in this journey we have explored a natural but promising method, massaging the lower abdomen with castor oil, combined with a healthy lifestyle to help the body maintain and restore testosterone after the age of 60. The most important thing I, Dr. Marie, want to convey is men's health is not only determined by age, but by your daily choices. Just one small action, when maintained consistently, can become the key to helping you regain strength, confidence, and vitality. If you find the sharing in this video useful, please hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. This will ensure you don't miss the next tips, scientific knowledge, and real-life experience that help men maintain health and masculinity for the long term. Thank you sincerely for watching until the end of this video. I wish you and your family always good health, happiness, and abundant energy.